The story of the bicycle industry is filled with ambition, innovation, and a few painful crashes along the way. Some bicycle brands once dominated city streets and filled every neighborhood with their models, but over time, they quietly disappeared. In this video, we'll take a ride through the history of once promising bicycle companies that tried to change the game but ultimately couldn't keep the wheels turning. Back in the 1970s and 80s, the bicycle industry was thriving. Cities were expanding, fuel costs were climbing, and cycling was making a comeback as a healthy, stylish, and eco-friendly way to get around. Startups and established brands alike raced to capture this growing audience. But as competition intensified, not every company managed to stay in the saddle. Some struggled to adapt to new technology, changing consumer tastes, or the pressures of globalization. One of the clearest examples of this downfall was Schwinn. For nearly a century, Schwinn was more than just a bicycle company, it was the American bike brand. Its name stood for quality, reliability, and fun. Generations of kids grew up dreaming of owning a Schwinn. But by the 1980s, the company began to falter. As lightweight aluminum and aerodynamic designs became the industry standard, Schwinn stuck with its old steel frames and outdated manufacturing processes. When foreign competitors outperformed them in both innovation and cost, Schwinn struggled to keep up. The company eventually shifted production overseas, but by then, years of lost momentum had taken their toll. In 1992, Schwinn declared bankruptcy, ending an era of American bicycle dominance. Though the name still exists today under new ownership, the original company's legacy as an industry leader never truly returned. Another cautionary tale comes from Cannondale, a company once celebrated for its cutting-edge approach to mountain bikes and road racing machines. In the late 1990s, Cannondale made a bold, some might say reckless, decision to expand into motorcycles and all-terrain vehicles. The idea seemed exciting, but the move proved to be catastrophic. The motorcycle venture cost more than it earned, draining company resources and leaving Cannondale's core business neglected. By 2003, the company was bankrupt and had to refocus entirely on bicycles under new management. Cannondale's story reminds us that even industry innovators can fail when they drift too far from what made them great. Then there's Mongoose, a brand that once defined BMX culture. In the 1980s and 90s, Mongoose bikes were everywhere, known for durability, attitude, and excitement. But over time, the company changed hands multiple times and shifted its focus toward the mass retail market. By prioritizing volume and big-box distribution over niche passion and quality, Mongoose lost the authenticity that had made it cool in the first place. Although the brand still exists today, many longtime fans feel that the spirit and craftsmanship that once defined Mongols have faded into the past. When you look at these stories together, certain patterns emerge. These companies stumbled for similar reasons. Failure to innovate, chasing risky expansions, or abandoning the identity that connected them to their customers. The bicycle business, like any other, depends on trust, relevance, and vision, and when those falter, even the strongest brands can lose balance and fall.